How? Just tell me, how am I supposed to create so much content? I already have so little time left, so how am I supposed to post every single day? If that's the question or a thought that's wandering in your head, then you definitely should make sure to watch this video until the end, because I'm going to give you some tips how you can improve the time that you need to create your content. I'm Dennis. I'm an awarded social media manager and digital marketer who's helping his clients to generate thousands of clicks, millions of impressions, and tons of new followers every single month for my clients. And today I want to give you some time-saving tips for your content creation. And the content creation is for sure one of the most time-consuming things when it comes to social media marketing. Because obviously you need to sit down, you maybe need to create graphics, you maybe need to record videos, you maybe need to record a podcast, research the articles. There's just so much to do. And because of that, obviously it also takes quite a big amount of time. And especially if you're already super busy, then you might just don't have the time to sit there every day for like an hour to create one single post. And the good thing is that's absolutely not necessary. Because with the tips that I'll give you, it will be much easier for you to create more content so that you can be more consistent with your efforts and obviously also spend your time doing other things. For example, engaging, getting more clients, helping your clients, or maybe just having a nap in the afternoon because you already worked so much. And you probably deserve it. So, how can you actually save time? Well, one thing that I do every day, every time I actually start creating content, besides having a strategy in place, because a strategy helps big time with saving time, but how to create a strategy is a topic for a whole nother day, because that would be just too much for today. First thing, have a strategy. Really, really important. If you have a strategy in place, then you will already know which kind of content you need to produce, which content you need to create. So, if you already know that, it will be much easier for you to do the research. So if you need to create some graphics, for example, or some videos, then the first thing you need to do is do the research. Go in, do the research, and look for the information that you need. If you have not all the information you had already, research the information that you need, and then if you have all the information together and all the topics together, only then you should start creating the videos and the graphics. Because the thing is that your brain, obviously, you have different places in your brain, different departments, different areas that are responsible for different things. So the area that you need for research is different than the area that you need for creativity if you actually want to create a graphic. So that's really important here, because if you do the research first, then your brain can adapt to it and you get much faster at it with the research. Once the research is done and you need to get into the creative mode, then it will be much easier for you to create all the graphics and all the videos, because actually your brain is already in the right mode to be creative and to create the content. And if that's done, so first research, then create everything. If you have videos, next step could be edit all the videos in one batch. And if that's done, then you can sit down and schedule it. And that means I would highly suggest you to create, to schedule the content for a longer time period. That could be a week, that could be 2 weeks, that could be a month, that could be like 3 months, depending on how much content you can create in a relatively short period of time. You can obviously create as much in advance as it suits you. because the same thing applies here. If you have all the content already ready and you just need to throw it in your scheduling tool and schedule everything out, then it will be much easier for you than if you start research and then create the graphic for it and then go ahead and schedule it. And then you do the whole thing again and again. For example, if I create one piece of content, for example, about news, and I do this daily, for example, then I need to go in and research. Then I need to create the graphic, schedule everything, and only creating this piece of content can take me up to 15 to usually 30 minutes for one post. But if I create the whole week worth of content, then it's usually much faster. I can be done in like around an hour, 2 hours max. Yeah. And as you can already see, like if I would do the one piece a day strategy, that would take much more time and it would be much more complicated for me, because obviously if something gets in the way, like if a client is calling me, if something happens in my family, if I get sick or whatever, it will be much more difficult. So that's some of the best tips that I can give you to save time. Just to recap them one more time: have a strategy in place, do the research first, then create your content, create your graphics, create your videos. If you need to edit your videos, then schedule everything in one batch for a longer time period. Maybe a week, as I already said, maybe 2, maybe 4, really doesn't matter. Yeah. I hope this was helpful for you. If that's the case, feel free to leave me a like and a follow or a subscription, however. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat or obviously in the comments.